the Cone Racing League Tier 1 Round 2 at USA. Currently got both Tier 1 and 2 ongoing at the same time, so can pick and choose between the two. I'm sure there'll be at least some action in one or the other. There we go. Due to the reserves we have and one driver getting a quali ban, Q1 is not going to be that important. I think every driver is going to get through Q1 who is able to qualify, so that he can go out and set a lap. Doesn't matter how slow it is. See if any of the drivers have a sense of humour and see what's the longest lap they can go for. So yeah, we had D. Will and the Mercedes win the first race of the season. So he's going to have to be protecting his title lead. Here we go, we're going to have fee for beefy. First man to set his lap. So yeah, we've already had a couple of the drivers who aren't allowed to qualify retire. Not too sure, I haven't been told which ones they are, so. Someone down the lane is about to his lap. We've got D. Weird. Got a purple sector 1 there. Who's going to be the first driver with a valid time? Might be Chris. Where's he? Okay, Chris is going to be our first man to set a time. There we go. and Digweed slotting just behind. That's a bit of our champion. Oh no, he's still in the pits. Okay, I said champion. First race winner. Ferg, one of our stronger drivers. Still got quite a bit of his outlet left. Pheasant Blocko's got pole. Origin Gamma just starting his lap. See, Sonov, another very fast driver on our grid. Got second place around Mexico. And there we go, setting the fastest lap. Origin Gamma managed to invalidate his lap. AJ was another fast driver, coming up just short of the podium in 4th. We'll see if he can slide his way onto the podium today. So just for the moment it is just Q1. Oh, nearly losing it there. Yeah, that looks like that might be our 20th driver. So Ferg set in the fastest lap. Managed at the last spot on the podium. From what we saw of last race, 4 maybe to keep your eyes on her. AJ, Sonov, Ferg, and all the way out the bottom at the moment, Will, who has of course got the purple first sector. And a purple middle sector as well. There we go. See how purple he is when he crosses the line. Over 139. Only just 2 tenths ahead, but still a purple on every sector. I think most of the drivers near the top will just be coming into the pits now. I think there is only one person who's not going to make it through to Q2 who is racing. So we've got one person who did not come to qualifying in time, we've got 3 who had to retire. So, oh, Draper's spun there. There's an out lap, certainly not a good lap now. Sonovan's improved the pole. Don't know when that happened, but only just over 2 seconds between first and 12th driver. Same as last race, very compact midfield. Especially with some of those middle drivers. From 10th to 6th is less than 2 tenths. Let's see what Draper can do. Around Mexico, Draper qualified 15th in Q1, 10th in Q2, and then 10th again in Q3, just scraping through every time. Teammates staying well out the way. Yo, Carl just coming out the pits now. Nathan's setting the purple model sector in the Alfa Romeo. Just got a few more corners to go. Looks like he should be fairly safe. There we go, a 1:32 flat. Not the greatest time, but should be enough to see him through to Q2. We've just got these two drivers left. Oh, and he spun it and killed his front wing. With not much time left, it might be worth him just setting the lap anyway. Without a front wing. Draper's just gone out. It's between those two drivers for that 15th position. Yeah, car here obviously not the quickest. Interested to see if he goes to cross the line or if he comes into the pits. Well, he's invalidated the lap now, so it seems like he's going to have to come into the pits. There we go, Power on our top qualifiers retiring. Happy with this lap. Knows it's not important to get the top. Alright, Draper's now started his lap. See where he can end up. Actually, I agree with you there. See if we can get some good action shots of his helmet. That pink does work surprisingly well. Carl's going to have to go out fairly soon if he wants to set a lap. Go avoid spinning, a 32.6, that does put him at the bottom of the order. And he probably doesn't have enough fuel or ERS to push for another lap. No, he's backing off. Here we go, Carl on his outlap now. So as long as he sets a semi-decent lap, then he will make it through to Q2, and Draper will not. But will once again Draper scrape through. Yeah. Be interesting to see if Draper decides to try and go around again, or just accepts his position. Coming across the line. Oh no, starting that lap now. So Draper's not coming out the pits. Relying on Carl to have a bad lap in order to make it through to the next lap. Right, and any drivers who are just chilling in the pits who are also listening, it would be good if you could retire so we can move on quicker. What's he doing? It's slightly deep there, not too bad. So this last corner's going to decide it all. If he can avoid spinning, he might be able to make it through. Gone very carefully, but was he too careful? Yes, he was. 16th, he's not made it through. So that concludes Q1. Draper once again getting 15th position in Q1 and scraping through. We've got a few drivers left. No, we've just got people chilling in the pit lane left. So we're going to have to wait that 1 minute and a half. Just gotta wait for Pheasant. If he retires, we can stop sooner. Just like we've been waiting an extra 30 seconds. But yeah, it was actually quite an interesting queue. One, all things considered. Expecting not much of a battle, and actually it was quite close between the bottom two drivers. There we go. So we just had one driver knocked out. He was allowed to take part, which was Kyle. Yeah, we can already start to see who some of the stronger drivers are up top. AJ, definitely going to do better in this next qualifying session, I'd expect. Here we go. And we're on to Q2. And Beefy has retired. Okay. Here we go, first driver going out. Digweed, teammate of the last race winner. So yeah, quite a lot of the drivers here will use medium tyres at the start and then move on to soft, same as last race. I'll quick look through. Yeah, they're all on mediums. Although that is a driver on softs, so they're going to be looking to make their lap nice and early. Draper just scraping through another qualifying session. Right, so we go back to watching Digweed. First man to settle up unless he invalidates. There we go. It shouldn't have any traffic in the way. There is a McLaren just up the road. I think Sodom should stay out of the way. There we go, coming through with a 33 flat. As we saw, softs are definitely quicker. We do have a very strong grid here. Every driver seems to know what they're doing. Chris setting the lap on softs nice and early. 31.1, that'll be the fastest time for quite a while. Draper invalidated, original Gallo. Harvey getting a 132 flat, so a second quicker on the mediums. There we go, 32.5, so halfway between the two other drivers on mediums. Let's see. Next driver to come round, just holds it there. On soft, a 31.8. Paradox, 32.9. Not a good time for softs compared to some of our other drivers. AJ's managed to invalidate his lap. Pheasant plucker. Sonov setting the purple up, a 33, a 133. That should be enough already. Here you go, back to Pheasant Blocker. Where's he going to come? A 32.7, so not too bad for the medium compound. The real DCX. See how he's doing after the middle sector. On the medium compound of tyres, I expect to be, I'm going to have a guess at a 132.8. Ah, 132.9, nearly a magician. There we go. Not the slowest medium time, nearly as quick as this time on softs. Draper getting a purple first sector on mediums. Decent corner exit, could have put the foot down ever so slightly earlier. I've got a purple first sector. can do after the second one. So, not a purple sector there. Don't actually know how fast middle sectors should be, but a 1026 was the time for it. .133.2. So actually back the drivers to a set of time after that really good first sector. Right, let's watch. Further now, Ferguson validates. We'll watch AJ. Yep, McLaren driver staying well out of the way. Now AJ using the soft tyres, which means he'll want this to be either this or his next lap to be his lap. There we go, purple middle sector. Using all the track here. Looks to be very well driven. Right, coming through the last corner here. It's a very controlled drive. 31.6. So a decent time. Not quite on par with Sonov and Will, but definitely not a bad time to be getting. So yeah, AJ will be on an lap. Pheasant Plus probably setting a lap here. So watch the AlphaTauri. All managed to invalidate it there. A shame, but for the moment is safe. We're going to have 4 drivers plus FIFA being eliminated this round. Ferg on an outlap. This should be a good drive. Listen, invalidated his outlap, that doesn't matter too much. Anyone else? Right, no, Pheasant's got to come in, isn't he? Yeah. Harvey makes sure to say well. Okay. We'll wait for Ferg in his lap. Actually, no, I watched Nathan. Good driver who got very unlucky at Mexico. Span as the safety car was being released. Went straight down to the bottom after what was potentially a very promising race. Looking to come back strong here. Bright blue helmet to go with this car. Coming through the last two corners, it was a bit deep, so I think over the edge though. Playing it smart. See where he slots in. There we go, third position, 1:31.2. Almost certainly safe with that time. So we've got Paradox on the point as see if DCX can improve. There, he's up to 4th now. Okay, let's see where Ferg can put it. Well, he's got a purple middle sector, so I'd expect him on the softs to be up the order a bit. Still some drivers who've only set a lap on mediums. Most of them will now be on the soft compound. Coming through the last corner. That looks good. Yeah, 1:37. So we've got Draper just started his lap on softs. In traditional Draper fashion, let's see if he'll get 10th position. Some more the drivers now on their last laps. So any drivers in the pits who are listening, please retire. You've got the car pulled over to the side. So Pheasant and Paradox are not going to be moving up to Q2. Origin Gamma coming into the pits, so not protecting his position. Digweed's moved up drastically, putting AJ at risk. Cool. Draper coming 11th, which means that AJ's clear. I'd expect to see him improve his lap. Yeah, he's just shot up to 5th. So there we go. These are our drivers: Draper, Origin Gamma, Pheasant Plucker, and Paradox. Are the ones who are out, and FIFA Beefy. I'm just waiting for Sonov to retire now. Right, here we go. So, These are our top 10 drivers who've made it through into Q3. Draper, Origin Gamma, Pheasant Plucker, Cold Paradox and FIFA Beefy being knocked out. So here we go, it looks like it should be a very close race between the top few drivers. And we're yet to see the best out of some of the better drivers, who've still been able to hold off slightly in these early qualifying sessions. None of the drivers leaving the pits yet. Just gonna have to wait for them to make that move. It should be very interesting to see who gets where. Very close up top. And so is the midfield. Now we've had a car exit. Chris. Nice slow and steady out wrap. A few more tyres move out. MLT and the real DCX. We've got Swanov coming out the pits as well. Doesn't sound as healthy. Just a few more corners to go and then he'll be on his way. Most of the drivers are out the pits, so I'll be flicking between them all while they're on their laps. Chris can be the first man to settle up, target to beat. Let's see what he can do. Going to be setting the pace for the other drivers to beat. Now, judging by his pace, it's unlikely he'll be on the front row. With how close the field is, one good lap could put any driver up into pole. Tiny amount of locking up there. Not enough to affect his lap, really. So, swooping through the last two corners. using all the track you can. Look at that, a 138. So MLT is going to be the next one to cross the line. Nearly loses it though. He's not going to challenge the time. 132 flat, that is not going to be a great time. And Williams coming across the line next. What's that going to be? 132, sorry, 131.3. Sonov getting a 138. 45 thousandths off the pace of Chris, who still has the pole. His teammate AJ. Not a great lap from him, a 131.3. Ferg 138. Harvey 131.4. Right, but there we go. At the moment, Ferg on the pole. Look how close these top three drivers are. Not even half a, I know, just over half a tenth between them. So we'll watch Digweed on his first lap. Let's see where he can face up compared to the other drivers. Most of them have been an in lap now. Lots of them coming into the pits. Coming through the last corner now. Bit of oversteer, but 131.5. It's not a great time, not a horrific time. So very close, 1 and 3. Well, 1, 2 and 3 very close together, and then same again for 4 and 5. And we'll get in a 136 and top of the leaderboard. Just Nathan yet at his time. Let's see what he can pull. Purple first sector. Well done him. Apologies if I have to stop talking mid-sentence. I have to mute myself if I'm going to sneeze. So Nathan going to be the last driver to set his lap. Near the end of his lap now. Oh, he's coming to the pits, not happy with this. Oh, wow. That's not good news. Okay, got a few drivers in their out laps. Ferguson in the first one, set up the lap. So yeah, that is going to be such a shame for Nathan, because he got a purple first sector. I guess he wasn't happy with the rest of the lap, tried to come into the pits. Simply brakes did not go on in time. Unlucky enough to have a tyre knocked off and lost his car. Had to be retired. So here we go, Fur coming around for his second lap. Looking to hunt down Will for the pole. Not the best exit to the last corner though. Already going to compromise his first straight. See what we can do coming into the middle sector, or coming out of the middle sector. Comes across the line, a 1:37, improves his lap, not enough for pole. And that is going to be the last lap he can get done. Yeah, this is Chris coming around, slightly down on his lap. Yeah, he's not able to improve his lap. Might be going around for another lap, but I don't know if we'll have the fuel to do so. Here we are, next driver to cross the line. .137, huge improvement by him. He's going to be happy with that lap. AJ going to be next across the line. He gets a 1:37. Very close. Look at these. Ferg DCX. 1,000th off each other. Shows just how good the drivers are. Right, just got one last lap from Will. A 1:33, that puts him to second. That's pretty much everyone else done. Here we go, our pole sister Sonov, I believe our Season 1 champion. I think it was Season 1. There we go. And now we can move on to the race. Is that a Deadpool helmet? Can't tell. Anyway, Sonov, Will, Harvey, Ferg, DCX, AJ, MRT, Chris, Digweed, and then Nathan. He managed to knock himself out of qualifying, well, out of Q3. Very interesting thing is, look at the gap between these two drivers. 1,000th of a second. Getting very close here. I mean, they're all just very close in general. Digweed didn't get the best time, and the Son of it a mighty old lap. Sorry about the silence. Needed to relieve my bladder before the race. Okay. There we go. All our drivers. Sonov on the pole, with Will alongside him. Harvey, Ferg, DCX, AJ, MLT, Chris, Digweed, Nathan with his unfortunate event. Draper, not quite keeping up, just getting through the next round. Origin Gamma, Pheasant Blacker, Paradox, Beefy, Kyle, Beastie Boy, Slid, the other Haas, and Nemo. Goodness, I don't know how to pronounce this one. You can call him Luke. He can be called Luke. That is a neat trick. What has happened there? Two drivers have already been disqualified. Did not see what happened. But that is not a good start to the race. That is not at all a good start to the race. Showing them on the grid, but I don't think they'll get to drive. Oh, you can look backwards now in this game mode. There we go, there's our 20 drivers. Well, that may now come down to 18. Hopefully it lets them drive. There we go, Son on the outside. And the race is underway. We're all getting an amazing start there already. Getting well past Sonov. Looks to be fairly clean back there. Multiple drivers wide. Huge movement up and down the order there. AJ's dropped right the way down. Don't know if he's got any damage or what, but that's not good for him. That front wheel's already got past Sonov. Third quite close. Oh, might overtake here. Two Williams fighting it out. Most of the drivers starting on soft here. Only one on mediums and one on hards. Can he get the cut back? Two Haas drivers have passed each other. Ah, no, someone's dropping back massively. That does not sound like a healthy car. AJ and MLT both getting into the pits. Both made it into Q3, right the way down the order. Must have had an incident there. Okay, I don't quite know what's happening, but Will is our leader. A few drivers will sort themselves out soon. Just because they're in the pit lane, it's doing that. Oh, they just went in. Hopefully it'll fix itself soon. There we go. Lead all sorted itself out. AJ not having a good start to his race. Nathan's moved down a few positions as well, as has Chris. In fact, I will quickly bring up. There we go. See the big gains and losses. Origin Gamma, huge up, 8 positions gained. FIFA 8 positions. Beastie 7, Pheasant 5. Slid 6. So the two drivers at the bottom have lost the most. So we can find any close battles. You're going to be side by side with the S's. Slotted in behind. Digweed's got himself a penalty for cutting corners there. Perhaps this one, I think he's the only driver, him and Paradox, who haven't changed position. Will's starting to pull away from Sonov. Well, you can look sideways as well, they've added so much in 2020. Okay. Just updated the cars, they've updated what the spectator can do as well. Sorry I'm jumping around so much. Wait, no. Individual. There we go, sorry. Get there eventually. Like Sonam's starting to close that gap back up again. Zero have DRS to help him. Beastie Boy is DNF'd. Unsure if that was a retirement or an incident. Nathan's regained a position somewhere. Looks like him and Chris are both moving up there. From what I'm hearing, Beastie Boy retired because he wasn't able to pick his setup, which massively is going to hinder his race. A lot of overspeed, not enough to go for the overtake though. Can't pull a Ricardo move. Starting to be some gaps building towards the front of the pack. Top three are pulling away. Sonov getting closer to Will. Plays it smart, doesn't go for the move. So it looks like Will is pulling away. Solomon is keeping up in the DRS zones. Still on the DRS, but it looks like he's escaped Ferb's DRS here. So is he going to be able to pull away the top two? So Sonor with DRS and Ferb without. Ferg. Which isn't finishing Ferb. They have front wings, not noses. There we go, it looks to be turning a bit early there. Time doesn't lose as much time as last lap on that corner. I'll look at some battles further down the field. FIFA fighting up both sides. Had some drivers pit in. Starting to spread out among the top three. Looking for the move, got a lot of extra speed. Very ambitious. Sodom gets himself a penalty. It's not for him, he's starting to lose some time on the wheel. Very close battle going on here for the 9th. Nathan managed to fight his way back up to 10th after dropping down to 13th. Seems to be working his way up to Chris. DRS to help Origin Gamma. Is he going to have the speed to get past? A lot of time doesn't look like it's quite enough. Carefully slots in, nearly steering too much. Ooh. Don't know what happened here. Possibly a bit of contact. Looks like Ferg has gone into the pit lane. As has Will. Will's gone onto hard tyres. But Ferg also gone onto hard tyres. So for the moment, Origin Gamma is going to hold the lead. Unlikely to be for long. slid somehow with an undercut. Don't quite know how he's in this position, but well done to him for doing so. Nathan gonna have to pit at some point. Gonna have to be careful watching how long he goes on these tyres. Right on his tail. Nathan's on the soft compound of tyres, but it's much older tyres, so it's possibly going to be lapping slower. So Solov's managed to use the pits to catch up with Will a bit here. Order's very mixed up from pits at the moment, so it's hard to tell who's where. Nearly losing it. Oh, look at that overtake. It was very well done. Very close pack here. A few different tyres, a few different ages. Be interested to see who comes out where. FIFA looking to get through Harvey. Bit of a battle up here for first. Didn't see what Slid did, but he pulled it off majestically. Getting into first from what was nowhere near. intense battle here for 6th. 4 drivers involved. There you go, Origin past FIFA. Hello, Brady. Somewhere along the lines, we'll got past Slid. Right, FIFA's trying to get past Origin. Top 3 drivers are starting to come together a bit here. Come back to this battle for 6th. They are starting to spread out a bit though. I'd say they're quick. Certainly consistent, crash very little, so. I don't actually know how close it is going to be with those top 3. There isn't a part 2 live at the moment. There's 2 tiers going on simultaneously. So I'm commentating on tier 1, and there's also a tier 2 ongoing at the same time. Oh, the reason why it said part 2 on it was because they do theirs as qualifying and the race separately. And I've done mine as one big stream. So I don't know how old Slid's tyres are because it's not updating them. There is a chance he hasn't pitted, but I don't think it's that likely. I will not be commenting on Saturday. I'm in Wales, so I'm not going to be commentating on Saturday for GTR. Don't actually know who is, but it won't be me. There should be a stream for it, especially considering it's round 1. So its tyres seem to be struggling a bit. Ignore it's a 0 laps. Mediums. That's clearly incorrect. Be interesting to see how this season goes. Quite know what Beefy's doing. He's using his DRS, but he's not using the slipstream. Seems a bit odd. Yeah, there's some very good drivers this season. Sorry, I wasn't just in that comment. Don't have any drivers around the TT, but I thought it was full or certainly near full. Oh, there's a virtual safety car. Looks like the real DCX calls that one. Couldn't see what happened there. Starting to bunch up a bit here. Thank you for your lovely constructive criticism. At the moment they're on a virtual safety car. Actually, it's just been lifted, so the commentating will resume if that pleases you. Go, quite an intense battle between these two. Just keeping it clean. Although Harvey did push Pheasant a bit wide there. Oh, the driver right in their tails. as this is the only battle we've got for the moment. Will's still leading after he got past Sonov in the first straight. Pheasant, they wanted to get back past Harvey after he nudged him wide a bit. Looking for the overtake. I think he went too far back. Oh, Harvey gave him room. Didn't need to. Played it safe. He is on the harder compounded tyres. That is going to affect him. Bit of a battle going on here. Looks like Draper pushed Paradox a bit. Lots of drivers shifting positions here to the pit lane. Nathan coming out behind Slid. Nathan already making a few mistakes here, struggling to keep up. Certainly seems to be coming back from that qualifying incident a bit. And whatever happened to him on lap 1. Like most drivers have settled down. Apparently Slid is in 22 lap softs. So the thing to gain from this is to not trust Codemasters whatsoever. Origin Gamma, hoping to be within the DRS zone range of Ferg. Most drivers now are going to be going to the end of the race. Ooh, Carl making quite big. Oh no, Carl's a lapped car. Okay, making sure to stay well away with the drivers. Doesn't want to cost them any time. So they're all within DRS zone of each other. Might see an overtake from Pheasant Plucker here. There we go. And managed to apex park it. Keep him behind him. Chris is after qualifying third, if I remember rightly, trying to fight his way back into the field. Nearly hitting the rear with Nemo. Now they're all closer together, they'll be looking to see if they can get past in the DRS. Nemo getting himself a 3-second penalty there. Goes wide. Chris is perfectly at the inside there. Didn't quite get the perfect camera for it, but that was a good overtake on his part, taking the opportunity given to him. And that's going to throw Nemo off a bit. Let's get back into his rhythm. Let's see if Chris can get an overtake here. He's using his overtake and it's now got DRS. There we go, passed, nice and easily. Like Pheasant Black is after his next person. It's on fresh soft tyres, so it's going to be a big advantage over these other drivers on hards. Going too wide here. So Nathan decided to yield his position, decided he wasn't going to be able to hold him. Looks like we just had another driver DNF. What I saw of it was in the S's. Have a look up at this battle for third. Can he hold it? Not quite going to get the cutback here, Sverg. Oh, hits him, and he's spun. He should be able to keep his position, but he's not going to be too happy about that. So that's his position on the podium gone. Only chance of that happening now seems quite remote. So as the lap coming to a close, most drivers are settled into the spot, very few fighting left for their position. Just a fight for 9th and for 11th. Oh, going wide there. Manages to control his car though, not let it spin. Should be nice and close in the DRS zone. Starting to lose a bit of time though, a few small mistakes. If he gets a good corner up here, he might have a chance to get a run on him. Turns in a bit too early. Manages to do very well out the corner compared to Nathan. Got DRS overtake. All working to help him. Nathan defends the inside. But it's not enough, he's lost the position to Chris. Doesn't look like he can get the position back yet. He is on a much harder compounded tyre, so he's unlikely to be able to get that position back. Drivers who are now soft at the end are flying up through the order. Watching him just absolutely pull away. He's got DRS for this straight, which will definitely help him. But he'll probably lose that for the next DRS zone because of the S's. And it'll just pull in time on him. Here we go, here's our leader. 2.5 laps left to go. Quickly check the penalties of the top two drivers. Will's only got a warning. Sonam does have a 3 second. He's got 6 seconds of penalties. But Gamma's got 3. Actually, his third got any, because that could settle. He might be able to get that position back. No, he also was 3 seconds. So if Gamma can avoid getting another position, he should be good with his podium spot. At the moment, it's looking very like Will is going to be the race winner. Nima now behind Nathan. Oh, nearly spins it. Manages to hold it. Chris to get himself a 3 second penalty. That might cost him his position. Well, it seems unlikely. Actually, no, it might. At the moment, Nathan's only 1.5 seconds behind him. Looking to get closer for the DRS zone. Gets himself a 3 second penalty there. Does not stay within the track limits. Tyres are aging, driver's going to be making mistakes, and then we're getting tired. Yo, doesn't look like he's going to have enough speed for this. Certainly in a game time. Might have to go for it next lap. Oh, goes absolute lunge. Oh. Nathan manages to keep the position. Lets him alongside but takes the inside line. Manages to... Oh. Could have pulled across there, decides not to. Probably lost him a position. Oh, Neiman getting another 3 second penalty there. Entirely of his own accord. Intense match with only 1 lap left to go. Resulting in Nima getting many penalties from it. Nathan looking to get that back past. I don't think it will be necessary. You can just happily sit behind. Then he'll get through on penalties. Slid's tyres are apparently older than the race itself, so work that one out. Gonna be honest, I do doubt that his tyres are 36 laps old in a 28 lap race. But Will coming towards the last few corners. Looks like he's going to take the win. Both round 1 and 2 here. Mexico first, now USA. Sonov coming across the line in second. Origin Gamma third. He's going to keep it on penalties. Oh! Very nearly had him, did Ferg. Didn't quite get close enough to the penalties to pay off. Neva's going to cross the line, but Nathan, oh, shoots up massively. Just by not having that many penalties. AJ, very unlucky race, came 4th round 1. Draper. Just got a couple of drivers left across the line. Here we go. Coming across at 15th position. And just car left to go. There. There's an interesting finish there Carl has. Not quite what he would have been looking for. There we go. Will getting his second win. Son of the second. There we go. Will son of Origin Gamma. Ferg, who nearly got it and won't be happy about being hit off that one time. FIFA Beefy, Harvey, Slid, Nathan, Pheasant, Luke, Chris, Nemo, AJ, Draper, Digweed, Paradox, Kyle, MLT, Real DCX, and Beastie Boy. Sadly was not able to equip, well, get a loadout, and thus not really able to race all that well. Okay, I'm now going to try and get some of the drivers in for a quick interview that came near the top. Hello. Congratulations, another win. Much closer race. Was quite close battle. Again, you two getting 1 and 2.
Yeah, he gave me pressure all the way. It was very tense, but it feels way better than Mexico.
Yeah, congrats on the 3rd place.
Congrats. Thanks.
Can I just quickly check you've got your audio settings good? That will be in party settings. You need to have it on audio share on either current party or always allow.
Good for me.
Within the party settings, in the party, you need to make sure your sharing your voice is on either allow for current party or always allow.
That's changed now.
Okay, good. Right. Well, how did you find that race? Because it was very close. Ferg nearly got you because of your 3-second penalty. I don't know if you saw how close it was, but I think it was
like 100 of a second.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, congrats on the podium, guys.
Thanks.
Will, you got 2 wins
Thank you.
now. But anything you want to say about the race?
GG to Slid. He tried a ball strategy, and I don't know where he finished, but it was
Yeah, it worked
fast
quite
with,
well for him.
on
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I noticed, I couldn't actually see how old his tyres were, because at the end of the race it said he was on 36 lap old softs, which isn't true because it's a 28 lap race. But yeah, Codemaster's having fun then. Yeah, congrats guys. Good luck for next week.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah.
Right, well that was round 2, round USA. Will getting his second win of the season in 2 rounds. Sonic right on his tail for both of them. Ferg only able to get 4th after his 3rd last time. Origin Gamma coming up much more than last time. Last time he didn't even finish the race, so definitely an improvement for him. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and goodbye.